Reddit has officially deleted everyone's chat history. At least everything that has not been sent this year, so almost 18 years worth of chatting. Many Redditors are pretty furious as they didn't know this was happening because Reddit wasn't super clear about it, only mentioning it midway through a recent changelog post. So why is Reddit doing this? Well, they seem to be moving to a different chatting infrastructure on their website. And if I had to speculate, I'd say that moving 6 months worth of chat data to a new system is a lot faster and cheaper than moving over 18 years worth of data. If you still want your chat history, you need to go to your Reddit settings, click on data request, and hopefully you'll get your chats within 30 days. And if you want to get your data any faster, you can try following this channel, which might or might not do anything, but hey, it's worth a try, right? Welcome back to another video. So Reddit has been quite on a streak past few weeks or even months, removing or changing various features, which has made a lot of people pretty angry. The big one being the API changes. They've basically just made it way more expensive, which means that a lot of third-party services, third-party websites, they can't really use the API anymore because it's just too expensive. And an API is basically just a way some third-party tool feature type thing can communicate with Reddit, and now that's just way too expensive. So a lot of the third-party tools can't really function anymore. For instance, tools that allow blind people to use Reddit, that's just gone. Seemingly, this is because Reddit is a private company and they're hoping to go public and just have as big of an evaluation as they possibly can. So I guess they're trying to make as much money as possible right now so that their evaluation will be higher, but at the same time, they are tarnishing their name because the community is really just starting to hate them like a lot, which is an example of a very good lesson, and that is that companies do not care about you. They care about how can they make as much money as possible, how can they make money from you. So again, don't really have much loyalty for any company because in the end, they will not have any loyalty towards you. And now for their most recent change. So over the past few weeks, many Redditors have reported the disappearance of their private chat logs and messages shared between other Reddit users over the years. So basically, they have removed all the chats that have been sent before January 1st, 2023, so almost 18 years worth of chats. Now, why did they do this? Are they just being evil, just trying to push their users even further away, trying to establish their dominance like, hey, we control your chats, you don't? Well, probably not. From a programming standpoint, this does actually make a lot of sense. So Reddit seems to be moving to a new chatting infrastructure, and they're probably going to be having a new database being made. The whole system in general, because it was probably originally not designed to be capable of various things that they're trying to do now. So basically, it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of resources because you need to select all of the data from the old database or multiple databases, then you need to transform it, make it into something that will fit within the new database, within the new system, and then you actually need to import all of that data. So the thing is, because they are keeping some chatting history, most likely they do already have a process made that can just automatically take all of the old data and put it into a new database, but who knows how long it would have taken them to just import all of the old data, because just moving 6 months of chatting history might take them a few days, whereas moving like 18 years worth of chatting data, that could have taken them a few months, and time equals money. So basically, why are they doing this? Basically because they're moving to a new system that will just enable them to do better things, and moving everything would have just been way too time consuming and just way too expensive. Now, luckily, if you still want your old chat history, you can go onto Reddit under your settings, and then you can request to get your Reddit data. So you can choose between the GDPR request, which I'm very familiar with, and I'm not really familiar with the California Consumer Privacy Act. But yeah, GDPR is amazing, and it basically makes it so that you have to be able to get your own data from the company that is storing and consuming or taking your data. And if you do indeed want your old chat history, I would recommend getting it sooner than later, because who knows how long this will actually be an option, because storing all of this data does take up money, and Reddit might not have any use for that data anymore, because you can't really do anything with all of that chatting data legally speaking. Illegally, of course, you can sell that data for a lot of money because you can do a lot of things with that data, but legally it doesn't really matter to Reddit anymore, so at some point they might just delete it. So if you wanted, make the request sooner than later. And that is about it. Hopefully I will be making more videos in the future. I've been dealing with some crazy stomach issues for the past like over a week, and it's been really bad. So anyways, so let me know what you think about Reddit these days, because apparently a lot of people are trying to switch away, because Reddit has just left a sour taste in everyone's mouths. But honestly, I mean, they're just doing what any company would do, I guess. If you really want some more proper transparency, you really have to use something that's open source. So yeah, let me know if you're gonna still be using Reddit. I haven't really used it a lot in the past, so this doesn't really affect me. But if you are an avid Reddit user, do let me know if all of these past behaviors from Reddit are changing or just pissing you off to the point where you just don't want to use the website anymore. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you have a nice day.